All right, let's take a look at how to use this show workbox that we've got in here. I've pulled up a problem from an assignment where I enabled the show workboxes, so we can see that down in here. This one asks us to sketch a region enclosed by these graphs. So one thing I definitely could do, I'm going to jump over here to Desmos, and I'm going to get an idea of what that looks like. So I need an e to the 5x, and I need an e to the 9x. And it also said bounded by x equals 1 equals would be a better thing to use there. So I get those, and I can see what's happening here. It looks like my window. I'm going to go back here because I've been playing with this already a little bit. This is the original window that it shows me. I can see that they intersect. I knew they intersected here at 0, 1, and then they're both at some point going to cross this over here. So this area in between is probably what I'm looking for, but I don't get a very clear picture of it right there. So I'm going to change my settings, and on the X, I don't need to see much to the left of the Y-axis. So I'm going to go to 0.5, and I'm going to go 1.5 here because that vertical line, I know that's where I wanted. And then on the Y's, I'm going to have to go up quite a ways. It doesn't look like I have to go down very far. I don't know necessarily how far I need to go there. Maybe it goes up to 1,000 or something like that. And if I try 1,000, I'm going to find that I'm still not up high enough to see where that is, and I could keep guessing, or I know that that is e to the 9th, and so I need to know where it is, or e to the 9x. So what is e to the 9th? It says that's a little over 8,000. So if I go in here, and I'll make that 9,000, and it's marking about every 1,000. I don't see much on the bottom anymore now. To get a little bit clearer picture, I'll go maybe negative 500 in there, and now at least I can see this full area that I'm looking for. I'm working on my Chromebook. On the Chromebook, if I hit Control, Shift, and the screenshot button, which is right above the 6, it lets me capture an area of the graph. So I'm going to grab this part of it right there, and copy that to the clipboard. And if I come back over here, then I can insert or insert and edit an image in there. And I'll go looking for where that is. I'm going to choose the file. There's not a lot of places it'll put it on a Chromebook. Under My File and Downloads, here is the screenshot that I took just a minute ago. Double click on that and upload. And I could change the dimensions here, but I'll just say okay there, and then I'll shrink it down a little bit here and let it adjust a little bit more. My decision then is going to be, I'm going to integrate with respect to the X's. So kind of the top minus the bottom, that's where my little Riemann rectangle is going to fit in there. And so for my setup, I can come in here and say, give me some math symbols. And conveniently, this is already in there. Now I know it was the integral from a to b, and there's some weird notation in there, but I can see that my a, I want to be a 0, and my b, I want it to be a 1. And the function that's in there is not just going to be called f of x. It's going to be e to the 9x, which is the one on top. So I'm going to do e, use the caret symbol. That's pretty universal. And put the 9x up there, minus e raised to the 5x. And close that off. And if I pump out of there, then that is exactly the setup that I was looking for. I could continue to show work there if I wanted to, but there's example, I think it goes fairly quickly if you use your Chromebook to take the picture, which if you had done your work somewhere and you wanted to take a picture of your work. I don't have a lot of work done anywhere, but I'll show this part as well, that in the Chromebook, if I just turn on my camera, and I can hold my work up to the camera and take a photo of that work. And then I jump back in here. If for some reason I wanted to add it there, I'm going to insert an image again. And then I will go find that and choose the file. And let's see what I have available here. There's the image dropped in that same place. So I can double click on that and upload that one. And that shows up in my work box as well. I was moving it a little bit, got it a little bit blurry, but overall, it doesn't really take that much time.